Hello dear teammates, I'm Adonia. Here is a hip padding tutorial. Firstly, you have to draft out your pattern, your normal measurement without any sewing allowance, from the waist to the new length. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. For my hip line, I go in by 5 inches. For my hip line, I go in by 5 inches. For my new length, I go up by 2 inches. For my new length, I go up by 2 inches. Now I'm going to take it again. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. For my hip line, I go in by 5 inches. For my hip line, I go in by 5 inches. For my new length, I go up by 2 inches. And I use my cuff ruler to connect it. After connecting it, I use my hand to blend that place to have a coffee shape, not sharp. I use it to blend it to have a coffee shape. And I label it up, down. Please make sure you label it. It is very important. This is my up, down, then side. Now we are done with the front and I put it aside. For the back piece, you have your normal measurement with the zipper allowance. You have your normal measurement with the zipper allowance. Please note, you are not adding any sewing allowance to it except your zipper allowance. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. My hip line, I go in by 1 inches after the zipper allowance. I go in by 1 inches after the zipper allowance. My new line, I go up by 2 inches. In my new line, I go up by 2 inches. For the back, you have to measure your waist to the underbutt. You have to measure your waist to the underbutt. The one I'm working with is 13 inches. And yes, I measured down the 13 inches. You have to measure your waist to the underbutt, and the one I'm working with is 13 inches. Then I go in from there. From the 13 inches, I go in by 4 inches. I go in by 4 inches. Now I'm going to take it again. For my waistline, I go down by 1.5. In my hip line, I go in after the zip allowance by 1 inches. In my new length, I go up by 2 inches. And I measure my waist to butt measurement, and I go in from there by 4 inches. And I connect the lines. Then I use my hand to give that place a coffee shape. It must not be sharp, it should be curved. So I use my hand to blend it and give it a coffee shape. Then I label it and I cut it out. Please make sure you label. It is very, very important. Guys, in my next video, I'll be showing you guys how to sew it down to your fabric. Thanks for watching, and please make sure you follow up so you can see my next video.